Hi everyone, this is Liz from Creative Life of Liz, and I am here to do my July reading journal setup. So this is in my Artist Loft dot grid. I got this from Michael's a while ago. I will give you a quick update of where I am in the year so far. So just starting out at the beginning, these cover pages did not change as expected. Today is the 25th, have not read today, but otherwise I'm really keeping up with my goals pretty well. Almost finished with the 52 book club challenge. I just need to not forget the last two prompts and get those finished up. I'm keeping up with the buzzword challenges, so I'll need to make sure I continue doing those for the rest of the year. Finished the 25 and 2025 a while ago. Again, making good progress on the Pop Sugar reading challenge. And I still have a few left. We're starting to get to the chunk where it's like difficult to get done. I have just been ignoring the redo 2015 and redo 2024 prompts because I figure I'll just fill those in right at the end, but I have a few others that I need to make sure that I get through before the end of the year. And then skipping ahead, let's see, we need some May stats is the next one. So here's my May wrap up and reading stats. I read 22 books, 8,000 pages. I had a DNF. Average rating 3.5 stars. Took me about 3 days to read a book. I read a decent number of new authors and a decent number of own voices, so I think that was pretty successful. Unsurprisingly, a lot of ebooks while I have Kindle Unlimited right now, and also a lot of relatively new releases. Again, I have Kindle Unlimited right now. My favorite book of the month was Insectopolis by Peter Cooper, which was a graphic novel. It was very interesting, very informative. I also really like Cat Plus Gamer Volume 1, 5 Families, The Potency of Ungovernable something. I definitely forgot a word in there. Let's go figure out what it's actually called. Potency of Ungovernable Impulses. There, really enjoyed that one. And Forest Euphoria, again, really enjoyed it. These last two were arcs, so that was also nice to really enjoy something that I was reading in advance. Skipping ahead, I am going to kind of cover up some things. Skipping ahead in June, here's my cover page. I think this is going pretty well. This is my Amazing Readathon setup. The reason I'm covering it up is I don't want to give away too much of what's been going on for my team, but I fit the first 2.5 prompts on this page. And then moving on, here's some pages of what I was reading. I am reading a lot this month, unsurprisingly, for the Amazing Readathon. And then flipping over here, I did have face-off weekend, and I just printed off the game board and put the rules on this side and put some washi tape to stick it on. And then if I scooch this up a little bit, the page underneath is another page of what I'm doing in the Amazing Readathon with more city prompts and more points of what I'm doing for travel books and sightseeing. But up here, this is the face-off weekend stuff. This stuff is not secret, so I figured I might as well share that part. But covering back up in the Amazing Readathon stuff, another page of the books that I'm reading, 2 more pages of books that I'm reading, and then let's see, I have some more things to cover up. Some more stuff that I'm reading. This is going to be the last Amazing Readathon page. I should be able to finish out the month that way. And then I have 2 pages for doing some more reading for this month, 2 pages for my stats, and then I start with July. I think I'm doing pretty well. I'm actually going to have, it's looking like I'm not going to finish this notebook, so I think that's pretty successful. Honestly, last year I got really tight on the pages. I was thinking about participating in the Summer Romantasy Challenge that Covers with Cassidy is doing, but I'm not super into Romantasy. I know she said that we could kind of change it to make it work more for like contemporary romance or something like that. So I might decide to do that for, say, August or something like that, but I'm not going to put it in here right now for July because I'm just not sure if I want to try to make that all work out, since I would have to kind of bend everything to make it work more for stuff I read. I occasionally read Romantasy, but it's definitely not a predominant genre for me or subgenre or whatever. But for July, I am going to be participating in the Tarot Readathon, which is hosted by Noelle at Noelle 7 Pages, and then Deja's Book World. So I will be participating in that. So I am going to do a page setup for that. I participated last year, and because it's pretty chill, and you just kind of can include basically every book that you're reading, and you kind of draw as you go. What I'm probably going to do is just put with each book the details of what kind of points or whatever I'm collecting, and I'm just going to do a summary kind of page over here. In terms of the stuff that I'm going to use, it's the same stuff that I've done for my other setups for July, unsurprisingly. I have these 4 washi tapes from Simply Gilded. These 3 are red hollow with white bows. This one is blue with hollow silver bows. And then I have this one, which is from maybe AC Moore, but Michael's maybe, I'm not sure. Anyway, this one. And then this really skinny one from Dollar Tree, also with stars. And then the pens, I have this, I think it's called Smoke Blue. Yeah, Smoke Blue Zebra Mild Liner. I have this Royal Blue maybe, Zebra Click Art pen. And then I have this red Uniball Signo 0.28. I usually don't end up using these in this setup, but I did pull it just in case I need it. So my plan is to make something pretty chill for this month because I don't feel like spending a ton of time on this activity. But I am going to do all the setup stuff, and then I will be right back so that we can do the talk through. All right, here is the finished setup. I'm really mad that it smeared a little bit, but that's the risk of a lefty, I guess. You can see it's like all over my hand now. So that's super fun. But I decided to just put washi on the top and bottom, and then on the sides to kind of make like a little frame. I thought that would be fun and like something that I have not really done this year. And then I did a little script font with some kind of filled in places, priority reads. The only one I have is 3 Shattered Souls by Mike Corlin. This should finish out that trilogy. So excited for that. And that publishes on 7/15. For the Tarot Readathon, I did end up using the red pen, so that was exciting. But I'm going to be on Team Joann, so I put in my ability here. And then I put in the 3 trophies, the Hero's Journey trophy, Minor Arcana, Major Arcana. And then I'm just going to put in spots. So the Major Arcana, I'll fill in the significator for each week and what the prompt is that goes with it. And then I'll probably note at the bottom how many I did that met with that. I just did a check for each of these because you do each one once. And then I left a spot to put in some tallies for my daily tarot card pull. Hopefully I'll get all 30, but I might end up missing a few days, and that is what it is. And then at the bottom, I'll put in kind of how our team places in each of the trophies. And then after that, I'm just going to do my standard setup for individual books. You can kind of see like it has the title and my rating, and then pages, genre, format, and if its own voices. And then if it does any reading challenges, which in July every book will presumably go with the Tarot Readathon, but if it does reading challenges, I just put a little dot and then I list the prompt or readathon or whatever it's fulfilling. And so I will just mark in which tarot card, if it's a significator, for each of the items. I don't really have to do anything for the Minor Arcana. I'm just going to add up pages at the end of the month. But I will mark in the other things as I go for there. But I think that's all I've got for today's setup. So as always, please like and subscribe below if you haven't already. I really appreciate it. It helps me out. Let me know what you're excited to read in July, what readathons you're excited to participate in July, or any recommendations for me. Always love to hear about those. And then also follow me on Instagram and Blue Sky at Creative Life of Liz. I show in progress and finished spreads, as well as bits and pieces of my life, what I'm reading, all that good stuff. And until next time, bye.